spotting his ability, considering he never played and he got 875, and he's now worth 447 mil. We'll check. We know City didn't win anything. We'll just check how many awards Stephen got. Although they did win something. Won the Euro Cup. Maybe Connor didn't play in the final. Or did I see that? I'll go into the game, but I'll just check his other awards out. Stephen got Prem Player of the Month for December. So it looks like he got Team of the Week a lot. I don't know if this is last season or whatnot. It's probably not. It's probably December Team of the Week, because considering he got Player of the Month. You can't have got December 23 because we're not there yet. So say he just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Teams of the Week, England's Best 11, and Player of the Month, which is hard to do for a midfielder who doesn't score much. Injuries, can't have been injured too much. It's good. Excellent, just days here and there. Okay, we'll go into City schedule, see who they beat in the Europa Cup final. And I don't think Reflex Pratt, I didn't look at Reflex Pratt, but it appears Connor didn't play because I don't remember seeing it on his. Beat Stuttgart in the final, the Europa Cup. Reflex Pratt was a man of the match. It's a good team. Kurt Zuma, Aurier, Nastasic is very good in the game. So Hawes was there. Connor might have been injured. Yeah, Connor was injured, wasn't he? Connor's got the injury at the end of the season, which ruled him out. That's why he didn't get a trophy. You'd still think it would appear on his awards just if he played in all the games, like the games leading up to it. Just because you miss out on the final shouldn't mean you don't get a medal. John Terry was the first one on the pitch hugging the Champions League trophy. Kitted out. Connor was probably kitted out for the Europa Cup final. But when we retire, that won't go down on Connor's record, but it will be on Stephen's. So just something to bear in mind. I don't know how you boys are going to view it or judge it. His morale's fine. Superb. Nick, I missed him out last time. I got him this time, but as you can see, things out of the frying pan into the fire. Nick was in the position, but we knew he'd moved because I looked at him 2 weeks later than everyone else. We'd seen that he'd got a deal done. So Nick could have easily retired like myself or Ross, but he's listed for loan. So if he hasn't moved by this time next year, which will be 2024, considering he is listed and loaned, then he is someone who, when that expires in 2 years' time, no one's going to pick him up. If no one's going to sign him now, when he's listed and loaned, and his form's abysmal, or his morale's abysmal, and he doesn't cost much, then no one is going to sign him. So Nick's going to be the first one. You boys need to let me know if he is released and no one picks him up by that August window. Do you give me the okay green light, or I'd like to hear from Nick for me to add him just back to Brentford, something like that. Okay, let me know. I will show you Brentford. Actually, got an interesting thing to point out on Brentford. But as for Torino, he played double his games in terms of Roma last year, but didn't do anything. Very good at international. Loves playing for Greece things. 2 starts, 1 sub, 2 goals. Smashed it. But not even many reserve games or anything like that. There's no point looking at a Torino team who's keeping them out because I'm not going to recognise them or anything like that, and they're not going to be worldies or anything. So Nick obviously needs a move. If he hasn't moved by this time next year, then it's just going to be 2 years of washout, because no one's going to sign him this year, and no one will sign him until May at the earliest of like July 2025. So it'll have been 6-7 years of washout. Myself, Matt, and Nick were the only ones to go abroad. Or well, you can say Gar went to Scotland, but we won't count that as abroad. And you can say all those deals haven't worked out for us. Not because of like the cultural move, I don't think, or anything like that. It's more went to a high standard too soon. didn't play for them, so didn't improve. Whereas someone like Stephen's gone to a big club, McShane, but they've played and they've just improved for it. So if you go to a high club and you play, it's okay at a young age. But if you go to a big club and get loaned out or don't play, then you're not going to improve. That's my take on it anyway now. As for the attributes, I think it's the same. Everyone's sort of saying the same. You can go up and down one on things though, so do keep a close eye. You'll be able to spot it better than me. See if he got any achievements while he was at Torino. Oh, they got relegated. That could be why you're listed, just because they want to get you off the wage bill. So that's just a surprise. They were finished like 8th the year before. You couldn't even get into a team that got relegated, or 9 games for a team that got relegated. So, you'd think you'd play in Serie B though. You're good enough to play Serie B. Let me just check. Are you good enough to play Serie B? I'd say you're perfect for Serie B. Perfect, but obviously I want you out of this Italian hellhole and back into English football. Just you're gonna play more games and showcase your talent more, and you could still be a late bloomer in the sense that your career could, you get 50, 100, 200 games in the next few years playing an English football league. So, but now that your career you're sort of known in Italy, it's hard to come back to England. No one really knows you. So, yeah, there's not much more to look at there really. See if he was injured or anything like that. So he did have a bad injury. 3 months in a match that would have ruled you out till the new year or just before Christmas, but still doesn't explain why he only played 9 games. You're obviously back up. Okay, so we've done Ross. Poor Ross. Lost soldier 2. 2 soldiers down. The squadron never dies though. We fight on. Mark Dribble Beasley injured. So he's at Tottenham. I forgot to say that. He's at Tottenham. That's a big move. Big move. Let's see what happened. I obviously have had a quick sneak peek, but attributes wise, maybe a tad a bit of improvement. His pace might have shot up a little. Don't know how Tottenham can improve your pace at 23, 25. Maybe just focus on upper body training or something like that. I don't really know. But his contract, just because he's moved clubs. Well, I don't really like any of us going to Tottenham. And if you look at his stats, I'll show you why to back it up. So in the window, he started the season at Hull, 3 games. Tottenham paid standard Tottenham fee. You pay 19 million for someone that you don't really need or play. So Tottenham have managed to kill. Literally, if Tottenham murdered Mills, there's no 2 ways about it. They're now trying to kill Beasley by the looks of things. They mugged off John, and the only one who's doing well is the racist Jew, Novak. So he fits in well with their mentality. So, yeah, Tottenham have been a bad club for Gunnersbury things. Did they have someone else as well? They had Tumba, didn't they? They tried to kill Tumba. That was attempted murder on Tumba. Released him, and Derby took a chance. But if Derby hadn't done him, he would have retired like Mills, like Ross. So Tottenham have been really bad. There's no explanation for this. Well, look at his injuries, actually. Considering when he did play, he scored a goal, he got an assist, got a man of the match. For Ireland, he did okay. Got 2 assists in 4 starts, so you'd take that. But there's just no explanation why you'd bother spending 19 million, considering there's going to be, for Tottenham's point of view, wages, agent fees. That's going to be like a £25 million deal to play someone. So the only explanation is a massive injury. No, because he literally just came back from an injury, played for Hull, then they signed him. So this week, 7 weeks is current. So he missed the last 5 games of the season. They're just awful.